What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. Football talk with Jay and Five Star. That's my bad that we late on the show, man. We know I got to get ready for the NBA show, but we about to knock it out. You know what I'm saying? Five Star about to come on here and give out his picks. We appreciate you guys, your patience as well. If y'all appreciate the show, my guy coming on here giving us his picks. Y'all hit the like button one time. Make sure y'all follow him on Twitter as well, and also follow his YouTube show, The Wagering World, as well. Five, how you doing, my brother? Everything cool with you?
Good morning, man. Hey, guys, we appreciate you for tuning in. We are about to get back on the right side of things this week. Last week, we had one of the few off weeks that we done had, Jay. But I tell all my clients that when you're dealing with sports betting, man, it's like the 400 meter. You know, you familiar with track,
Yeah.
and each week is one leg, bro. You want to get out to a fast start in the 400, right? So we always got to win that first week. In between, you can lose the second and third leg as long as you finish strong. You always want to win 3 of the 4 legs. So we had a down week last week, but we're about to win these other 3 weeks and make sure it's a great month.
That's a fact, man. Let's get straight to it here. We're not here to waste the people time, man. First game, let's go over here to Wake Forest in this one. They're getting 3 points at the crib versus SMU in this one, my guy. SMU coming off a good win versus Clemson, an injured Clemson team. Now, do you think they can keep it going here back-to-back games, my guy?
Yeah, I'm an SMU guy. I like Brett Lashley. I love Kevin Jennings. Kevin Jennings has went from being a dual threat guy, man, to a really good pocket passer. Right now, he's leading the ACC in touchdown pass, 17 touchdown passes this season. He's second in passing yards with 1,948. 2 really good coaches, Brett Lashley for SMU. I like Jake Dickert, who came over from Washington State for Wake Forest. He just doesn't have the team right now to compete with this SMU team. SMU, bro, they have won every game they've had since they've been inside of this conference. Outside of 2 games they lost this season. They went undefeated last year in the conference. This year, the only 2 losses that they had, they really should have won for sure against Baylor. You remember that game early in the year when they were up 20 points in the fourth quarter, blow it in overtime to Baylor, and then they have a tough loss on the road at TCU. I think that they're just a much better team right now than Wake Forest is. Also, Wake Forest last week was missing Robbie Ashford. And Robbie Ashford is their quarterback. He transferred from Auburn, the leader of the team. But a good showing by the kid, Deshaun Purdy, who came in. He transferred over into Wake Forest from Charlotte, a little smaller school that plays football as well. Purdy did good, 6'4", 200, good size on him, but he's not ready for this SMU type of challenge that he's going to have. Give me SMU on the road -3. Also, to take into consideration, man, Wake Forest has lost each of his last 8 games against conference opponents at home, and SMU has covered the spread in 5 of its last 6 road games against conference opponents. Let's go with SMU Mustangs -3.
Yeah, that sounds good right there, man. Everything that you broke that down makes perfect sense. I'm a big fan of that quarterback over there at SMU as well, man. So let's see if they can keep it going this week on the road. Obviously, after already dropping 2 in the conference, they need to try their best to win out in this one, man. So let's see what happens. My guy 5 like an SMU landed 3 on the road versus Wake Forest in this one. Next game, man. Let's go over here to the streets of Kansas in this one, man. Really big game. Kansas laying 3 at the crib versus Kansas State. Big game pretty much every year. I don't know what it's called, the rivalry of the game, but I know they got a name. I know they got a name for it, 5. I know you know what you think about this game.
I think that the name of it is like the Sunflower State game or something like that. I can't
I
remember.
hope not. That's too
I
weak.
think so.
That's weak as fuck. It needs
I
to be...
think it's some silly stuff like that, but this is a rivalry that's been dominated by K-State. They've won 16 straight years. The last time that a Kansas State coach lost to Kansas, they got fired. And they replaced them with Bill Snyder. And Bill Snyder passed the program to Chris Kleiman, who came over from North Dakota State. You know, Chris Kleiman is already on the hot seat because they underachieved this year at Kansas State. They expected a lot more from their team. But they did play well before the bye week. They've been on the bye last week. They beat TCU at home 41-28. Avery Johnson, who's the quarterback for the Wildcats, has never lost to Kansas. On the other side, you got Lance Leipold. Lance Leipold, anyone who follows my show know I like him a lot. He came from Buffalo to Kansas, done a good job of making Kansas a viable team now. They're not the doormat that they used to be, but he's going to have to go to a different program to get the resources he needs to become, the type of head coach that I think that he can become. And he probably will be looked at for some of these bigger jobs that are coming up in the offseason. His quarterback, Jalen Daniels, has been there for 5 seasons, has never beat Kansas State. I don't think
Damn.
that changes this week either, man. I know that Kansas is going to be fired up, but the problem is Kansas is not good stopping the run. Defensively, man, they've really struggled with the run. They're the worst amongst all the Big 12 programs, allowing 188 yards per game against Power 4 opponents, man. They're allowing 245 yards rushing. We know that's right in the wheelhouse of what Wildcats want to do. So give me K-State to keep it going at +3 and at money line +140. They're the dog in this one. I like them to win outright.
Okay, yeah. My guys say, hey, Kansas State just kind of sometimes you just own another team, man. It doesn't really matter. Like, I like to bet revenge games, but this shit, I know I start to notice like the last couple of years, sometimes the team is just better than another team. You know what I'm saying? When they kind of even, that's when you want to take the revenge spots. But like football is so different. You depending on so much shit, man. It's different than some other sports where you don't have to really worry about as many components. You see what I'm saying? So Kansas State, if you got a better coach, just better team, better defense, you can continue to own a team, and that's what we've seen with Kansas State.
And you know that's a small state too, Jay. And Kansas runs everything on the basketball side, right? They control basketball in the state, so Kansas State has to keep control of the football. You know, so
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a fact right there, man. So my guy like in Kansas State +3, and he says sprinkle a little bit on that money line as well. Shit, if they cover the 3, most times, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna win the game outright, man. Yeah. Let's go over here to Iowa State in this one, man. I got a homie used to play for Iowa State. He coming in this weekend, man. They land the 3 versus BYU, man. BYU been balling. I believe they're undefeated, and they sitting at the underdogs here. 5. What do you think? I know Iowa State, their defense, they had like 3 cornerbacks that was banged up. Their whole secondary was pretty much banged up. What do you think happens with this game? You think BYU keeps it going and stays undefeated here?
Well, you said they were banged up. Not only were they banged up, now they might be missing someone who is really important to what they're going to face dealing with this rugged BYU team, and they might be without defensive tackle. Dominique Orange, man, he's their top guy. He plays the nose tackle position. They're going to need that interior line because they're going against BYU, who's 10th ranked in rushing yards per game, man. They have the leading rusher in the entire Big 12 over there in LJ Martin. Young kid, Bear Bachmeier is their quarterback. He's Hank Bachmeier's little brother. Hank Bachmeier was the quarterback with Boise State. He got his little brother ready to be much better than him because he is, man. He's won Freshman of the Year 5 times in the Big 12 this year, and it's only been 7 games, man. Bear Bachmeier is a baller, true freshman. He wears number 47. I guess he says he's an AK-47 out there shooting that chop at them boys.
But, quarterback?
Yeah, he's number 47. So he got a linebacker mentality, bro. And he's number 47. That boy said busting that cha. So, hey, all I can say is I'm not fading a quarterback who has the nerve to wear number 47.
Facts.
And he has a really good coach over there in Sataki who he's always been a good coach at BYU. He brought physicality to that team. He loves coaching there. Really good coach over there at Iowa, too. I'm a big fan of Campbell. Matt Campbell's been doing it a long time. It's just that he's got a situation now where recruiting is caught up with him. You know, he doesn't have the talent that he's had before. And, you know, out there in BYU, they ready to spend that bag, man. They're spending money on their athletic department, both in basketball and football. I think with them being a 7-0 team, they're averaging 35.6 points per game. That's 30th nationally, but most impressive to me, they're only allowing 15 points per game. That's 14th nationally, and they've had some really good games. Chase Roberts is a hell of a playmaker for them at wide receiver. I think that he's going to do just enough, make a couple big plays for them just to eat this one out. It'll be very close. Iowa State is undefeated against BYU. They haven't played a lot of games, but in the times that they played, they are 5-0 against them. But I think it's a new day with this Cougars team. Give me BYU on the road. I'll take the 3 points.
Okay, you know what? I like that, man. And like you said, I mean, shit, a quarterback went 47. I don't be watching football. I had no freaking idea, man. But all that makes sense. I mean, if they lost 5 straight versus Iowa State, I know that they've been balling. They just beat Utah as well, man. So BYU been going absolutely crazy. I like that. It makes a lot of sense, man. My guy 5 like and BYU plus the 3 to keep it going in for their undefeated streak in this one, man.
Yeah.
Last college game we'll talk about. Let's go over here. Vandy land 3 at the crib versus Missouri in this one, man. Damn, every game we talking about locked in on that 3, on
Yeah.
that -3, man. What you think about this, my guy? You think Missouri keep it going, or does Vandy keep it going? Vandy is back. I remember they was sorry as hell last couple years, last 3 years. Shit, they've been out here beating Alabama, doing all type of shit, man. They've been with Pavia, right? It been going crazy over there.
Yeah. 2 really good head coaches, 2 really good transfer quarterbacks. The head coaches might not be there next year because everyone's after both of them. You got Vanderbilt, you got Clark Lee, who's done an excellent job. I'm talking about raised Vanderbilt from the dregs, bro. They're known always as being just somewhere you can just go beat the hell out of them. You can guarantee yourself a win when you put up in Nashville. Like, hey, we're gonna go. They kind of live Vegas out there for some reason. I guess you go beat ass and then go have fun. You know,
do they have casinos?
Yeah, they got all that stuff out there, man.
In Nashville? All right, shit.
Nashville wired. I got a homie from Nashville. They get money.
Marlo keep telling me about it, but I never went out there.
Yeah, it's live. It's a live spot. And then on the other side, you got in Missouri, Eli Drinkwitz, and he's another good coach that everyone is looking at. Good young guy who's doing some great things over there in Missouri. I like Missouri because they play a really physical brand of football. Yeah. As you mentioned, Diago Pavia, he's the star of Nashville right now, the star of really the state of Tennessee, man. Vanderbilt loves this kid. We've been betting him on the wagering world since he was at New Mexico State. He's always had a lot of swag, a lot of confidence. Poor man's Johnny Manziel, and I think that might hurt him this week because what happened last week, he had the time of his life beating LSU. He was the hero. They were carrying him off the field. I'm sure he's been getting drunk all week and partying. And now you got Missouri coming in town along with the ESPN College game day that's going to be in Nashville. So this is the biggest game in Missouri, in Nashville in a long time with Missouri coming in town. I think that the line is telling you that this is going to be a really competitive game. Bo Pribula transferred from Penn State. He's the reason really James Franklin got fired. He should have chose him over Drew Aller, but he didn't. And Pribula goes to Missouri, and now Missouri is really playing good ball, only 1 loss on the season. But I love the way that they play as a team. Great defensive line, multiple running backs that can hurt you, multiple receivers that can hurt you, and multiple tight ends that can hurt you. I just think Missouri is going to be fired up for this game. They also have the advantage of dominating Vanderbilt, as everyone has lately. So they're not going to go in there intimidated by Vanderbilt. If they can have the discipline and learn from the mistakes LSU made last week on how to contain and keep this guy Pavia in the pocket, they'll be okay. You got to let him throw from the pocket. You cannot get him running around playing backyard football. If he gets to playing that, you're in trouble. I think Missouri is going to surprise a lot of people in this game. I think Missouri is going to win this game outright, but we'll always take the points when they're available. So give me Missouri at +3.
Always taking the points when they're available. Even if we sprinkle on the money line, they gonna give us 3 points, man. Take them shits. Yeah, I guarantee you the few times where teams lose by 1 or 2, you be like, damn, I should just took the points, man. So hey, it make a lot of sense to me. Shit, as long as Missouri can stop the run, that's their pathway to winning this game, man. So makes a ton of sense in this game, in this one, man. So we're gonna move over to NFL now. Let's talk some Thursday night football. Got 5 like in Missouri +3 in that one. Let's head over here to LA, man. One time Chargers land 3.5 at the crib versus the Vikings in this one, man. What do you think about this game?
This is a really evenly matched contest. I don't know. I haven't got the information if Joe Alt's going to be playing. I heard that he had practiced some, but he's huge for the offensive line for the Chargers. They're going to need him. The thing that I like, my angle on this game is the fact that Minnesota's defense played horrible last week against Philadelphia, at least in the, what we've seen from Brian Flores in the past. I think he's going to have those guys ready to play. We've seen before that Justin Herbert makes some mistakes when he's pressured, and he's been hit the most of any quarterback this season. They can't protect him. They don't have a running game to slow down the pass rush. So, in my opinion, this is a Minnesota spot right here. We also know that the Vikings fans are a huge fan base. They're going to travel and take over that stadium because the Chargers just don't have a lot of fans locally. Bless you. most of their fans are in San Diego where they should have stayed.
Appreciate
LA
you.
is going to always be a Raiders town and semi-Rams town. Even the Rams have issues with
Mhm.
opposing teams, fan bases coming in and taking over half the stadium, especially you see when they play the 49ers. It's always a 49ers first, crowd. I think the Minnesota's fans are going to like, hey, man, we're going to LA. It's October. It's snowing out here.
Yeah.
It's cold. So they're going to get pretty deep out
Get
there,
the fuck
man.
up out of here, man.
Getting up out of here. This is a great road trip situation. Also, a lot of money going to be on the Chargers because everybody loves Justin Herbert, but he leads the league at NFL passing. But what they don't talk about is, yeah, he threw for 420 yards last week, but he threw 2 interceptions in the first half while they had to, throw the ball on every down to try to come back. I just think the
Mhm.
discipline of Brian Flores' defense and with them being seventh ranked against the pass, it's just going to make it a difficult sled. And another thing people don't know, Carson Wentz is 7-0 in primetime games as a starting quarterback. So I think we're going to get the best version of him as the weeks continue with Kevin O'Connell's putting more and more of his ability to coach and groom quarterbacks. You're going to see a lot better play from Carson Wentz because what's the problem with Carson Wentz always is he's always been like a wild horse. He can play. He has a lot of talent, but he makes bad decisions. Kevin O'Connell's working on coaching him out of that. So I'll be with the Vikings tonight at +3.5. I think that they can definitely stay within that number and most likely win the game. Another thing to keep in mind, Jim Harbaugh is 0-2 on Thursday Night Football. Much like Mike Tomlin, he's an old head and he likes preparation. He likes to stay on schedule. He likes to go through the normal procedures that they do to play on Sunday. This throws a monkey wrench in all his plans when he has to start everything so early, get the guys, no rehab or anything early. Got to get to the game plan, no breaks, none of that stuff, no time to really come up with a game plan. So he doesn't like these type of games, and I don't think that the Chargers are going to be ready to play tonight. Give me the Vikings +3.5.
Yeah, some good points. I mean, it's really that simple. The Vikings defense versus Chargers offensive line. They can't Herbert running every time he get the ball, man. So
Yeah,
definitely a good look there. Definitely makes a lot of sense back in the underdog tonight in a primetime game. Should the primetime dogs been eating pretty
yeah,
much all season, man. So definitely could see pathways to the Vikings covering spread, possibly even to win the game outright, man.
yeah,
All right. We got one more before we get out of here. Five liking some in the Eagles versus Giants game.
yeah. I think the Eagles' offense broke free last week. We saw 326 yards from Jalen Hurts in the air. We saw both the receivers get involved and have really good games. So now they're happy. So you
For now.
combine that with the type of defense they play and the motivation from the Giants embarrassing the hell out the Eagles. They didn't just beat them, they blew them out in New York on prime time for everyone to see. I think that this is a get back situation for Nick Sirianni, and I would not be surprised if they run the score up. Jackson Dart is a great competitor. I comp him to maybe being a Brett Favre. To me, that's the ceiling for him. Like he can be Brett Favre, the type of guy who runs around, plays exciting football. He's a crash dummy in a good way, because he's ready to go all out for his team, but he turns the ball over. He's not that talented with accuracy. It's just he's a old school, I can play type of guy. I get out here and I give it my all. I'm athletic and I'm not scared. That doesn't work so much being a rookie quarterback who hasn't seen the type of schemes that he's going to get from Philadelphia in this really advanced defense. They caught him. He caught them slipping the first time. He won't catch them slipping this time. Give me the Eagles. I'm about a half a point because -130 at -7 is always good to pay 20 cents. And I can get that hook took off where I
Yeah.
might get a push. So we're going to go with the -7 with the Eagles. I think the Eagles dominate the Giants.
The Giants beat them this year already, didn't they?
Yeah, they beat
They
them a
already beat
couple
them this
weeks
year.
ago
Yeah.
on George's first start.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Remember that without
division
that
revenge
dance
spot.
and him and
Yeah.
Scatterboo not the clowning. So
Yeah.
you gotta
Man.
believe that the Eagles are thinking about that, man. The Eagles got one of the best defensive coordinators we've had in the NFL. He's gonna be, one of those guys who's always remembered for his ability to get his teams, and that's Vic Fangio. I think that Vic Fangio is gonna come up with a really, really solid game plan this time to contain Jackson Dart. And we saw with the really good showing last week that they had in Denver, he's becoming a fan favorite. So it's going to be a lot of money on the Giants with that 7 in the hook. I like
Yeah.
the Eagles to get it done by double digits.
Yeah, man. Man, bros. they gotta be still sad. There might be sometimes you can lose 2 games in one, man. I know they gotta be sad as hell come back lose that game. I'm glad the Broncos came back and won for Demaryius Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I believe
Yeah,
they put him in the ring of honor or just
yeah.
retired jersey, something like that. But it was that game. Like Broncos couldn't be getting down like that. But I was watching it, and the Giants was on their ass. And then, like, to lose that game, it just got to be absolutely crushing for them boys heading to the crib,
33
man.
points in the last 10 minutes by maybe
Nah, that
last
shit was
8
wild.
minutes by the Broncos. I
But I
couldn't
left
believe
the house. I left the house. I went in. Me and my son went to the rec.
it.
Man, we playing basketball. Bro said the little kid coming there and say the Broncos won. Now I did put a little live bet on them. I just like, man, them boys. I think when they got it within one score, I said they about to come back and win this shit. It got a little plus 200, plus 250 or something. I was
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? I put a little something on it, but I just left the house. I ain't even really care
You
what
didn't take it
happened. Yeah,
serious. It just got so
yeah,
out of
yeah,
hand. I did the
yeah.
same thing. Yep, I did the
Yeah,
same
now
thing.
and then
Great
I mean,
victory.
yeah, and so bro said they won. I wasn't really too surprised because when you lose the momentum, I don't care what sport it is, bro. When you lose all the momentum, you got to win the game again. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's almost you got to win 2 games. So I wouldn't have been surprised that Broncos came back. Demaryius Thomas was, you know what I'm saying, somewhere in the stadium. His spirit was somewhere in the stadium, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. The boys
He
came
died
back.
at 33 and they scored 33 points to win.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wild right
They were
there, man.
down
Should
19
be.
to 0.
No, it's crazy how the
Yeah.
universe be working, man.
Yeah.
That's that's a fact. But
Yeah.
let's get out of here, my guys. Shit, great show, quick show, but we gave them all the info that we needed. You know what I'm saying? Or you did. Shit, I didn't give them nothing. But 5, I'm just the host here. But 5, break them off with your plays, my guy. Recap your plays for us one time for the one time.
All right, sure. We go with SMU at -3. Then we also took Kansas State at +3 and money line. We took BYU +3, and we also took Missouri +3. We also want to roll with tonight with the Vikings +3.5. A bunch of short numbers out there, Jay. And then we're going to lay the 7 with the Eagles, and we're going to buy the half a point. Man, big news out your way is the legend Chauncey Billups that's done so much for the Denver community, man. Damn, man. They messing with him, man. Dry poker game. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
got too much money. Hey,
It's a million poker games going around every day. I know 50 of them that happen in Houston every night. You
yeah,
know, and a lot of them is politicians, city officials just playing. So for them to just do that, it ticks me out, bro. It's kind of like the
it
Diddy
does.
situation. I hate Diddy's acts and what he done, but why is this man the face of this stuff, and you still got all these people that you know was going to this island with Epstein and
Yeah,
doing
facts.
all this
No,
stuff. Y'all
they
ain't
don't
talking
want to
about none
say
of
none of
them.
that. No, they
Y'all
don't
want
want
to
to talk
highlight
about
them.
that.
You got all
Yeah.
this corruption going on in the NFL. We watch this shit, man. The NFL is corrupt as hell. But y'all want to
Yep.
mess with these brothers in the NBA and try to make
Yep.
them look bad. I always want to make us the face of all corruption. So
You
it kind of
notice it.
ticks me off,
You notice who they be putting out there. It's a lot of people that's in the cases, but it's only certain people that they highlight. You know what I'm saying?
man.
And
Yeah, highlight.
unfortunately, they look like us. It is very
Yeah.
unfair, but it's all good, man. I
I
think
just saw
everything
David
going.
Jones. I just saw David Jones and chopped it up him and Aria maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So they probably took a picture of me, but we weren't talking about number 3 dice.
They probably took a picture. Nah, the one thing I can say, they gonna wait, especially with someone with the FBI. They gonna do their research and they're going to they're not gonna say anything until they know for sure that they got your ass. It's the same thing. I got a homie that's in the feds right now for selling drugs, and they let him do it for 2 years. I'm talking about a huge case in Dallas.
Yeah.
And like this was all over news, everything, Fed case, man. And so they let him do what he was doing for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then once they build that case and once they come and get you, it ain't nothing you can do about it because they got so much evidence on your pictures, videos, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how they work, man.
It's just
Yeah, it's all
one
shake
gang
down.
stealing from another gang. It's just one gang is told
Nah,
is
facts.
labeled as
One of
being
them supposed to be legal.
one
Yeah,
of them is
yeah,
legal. It's just
yeah,
one gang stealing from another gang, and it's just all
yeah.
about power and power trips. They always get the people at the lower levels of the totem pole. They never mess with
Yeah.
the elite. So
Big dogs, yeah.
yeah, praying for my boy Chauncey Builders, for my boy Damon Jones, man, and I hope
Yeah.
Damon best friend don't get through, and I'll talk to you about that off the camera. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on that shouldn't be going on, but hey, man, we gonna rock and ride with it. That's why I'm just grateful, man. we know with these phones, they know everything that you're doing. I'm just so
Nah,
grateful that I've
facts.
lived a legit clean life the last 15 years of my life, man. And when it comes to this betting stuff, I just want fairness on both sides. Whether it's I don't need any
Facts.
information from a player, and I
Yeah.
don't need the refs cheating me or
Nah,
a
facts. Or the
player working.
leagues.
Just let's play ball, and I'm gonna be able to win every time. So
That's a fact.
yeah. So I'm glad that I've been
Yeah,
able
but
to.
also shit, if they know something, let me in on the shit. Fuck. I would tell him, I'm like, bro, why are you doing props anyway? I mean, it's a whole nother conversation, but if you can just get it down on the outcome of the game, you can get away with the shit. Doing props on under, leaving the game early and shit. Come on, bro. You never gonna get away with this shit. You can't even get $1 million down on the prop without them starting to wonder what the fuck going on. But you can get down millions on a side, on a full game side. Under the nose, and it won't really be a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't even want to talk about this shit, man.
More information to come out. Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, no, facts. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm trying to get this money, man. So
that's it.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Shout out to my guy 5 coming through. Make sure y'all follow him on Twitter. Make sure y'all checking out his show on YouTube as well at the Wager World. On Fridays, he goes, what's today? Thursday. So tomorrow he goes live with Ski as well. If y'all want to check him out with our guy Ski. We'll have Ski on the show at some point. I know he's busy doing a bunch of shit. So I ain't bothering nobody right now. If they want to come on the show, they can hit me up.
You
but
got
I
a
know
new
people.
Studio. You're gonna have to come in so we can just sit down and I'll chop it up. He built.
Yeah, I'll come through. I gotta come pretty soon. I don't know how long I'll be there, but I gotta come pretty soon for some business stuff. So I'll keep you posted. Yeah, but he's not doing it in his house anymore.
Yeah, he built the studio.
Oh, but he redid it. Yeah, the
nice.
room. Yeah. No, I'm gonna come through one time.
Fixed it up, got a lot of Laker memorabilia. It's nice.
Yeah. Oh, I ain't going there. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
I thought when I walked in, I'm in enemy territory.
Nah, I'm fucking with C. I already know what I'm getting with him. I already know the vibe. So but it's all love, man. We're trying to get this cash. Y'all check out the NBA show coming up, man. And like I say, if y'all want to check out Ski and 5 Star tomorrow, they'll be talking. I'm sure probably a few different games as well, man. So
I'm gonna come tune in to yours because with it going back to NBC, y'all done reel me back in. I'm back watching the NBA now because the NBC, I like how they covered it. Bro, Victor Wembanyama is different, bro.
Nah, it's a fact, bro. It's not from this world. That's for sure.
He went and was so great. He tapped into it, Jay. He went to the Buddhist monk and was clean. He wasn't.
I saw that.
I saw that. Wasn't smoking, just focused. Then went and messed with KG to get that aggressiveness, and then when Hakeem Olajuwon to get the technique, and just outstanding job by that young man.
No, it's a fact. No, it's gonna be a big year for him, man. I was trying to tell people yesterday, but I mean, we'll see. It's still early in the NBA season. I know he went to the favorite for MVP. Like, we can't be overreacting for one game, man. But I'm about to talk about everything. It's only 2 games, so I'm about to talk about everything on the show.
I'll make sure to coming up
right now. Right now. Appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate you as well coming through 5, breaking us off with the picks. Everything looked good. I mean, he talked some sense into us, man. So let's get some cash this weekend. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button one time for the one time. And we out.